But you guys clearly made noise in the offseason. When a player like Juan Soto comes into a lineup, is there an adjustment?
Yeah, well, for a guy like Soto, it's all about making him feel comfortable, making him feel like this is also his team. You know, like he's gonna be here for a very long time. So you wanna get him to feel that he's part of everything we're trying to accomplish. And he's gonna help us accomplish the ultimate goal, which is winning. He's been fantastic. He's a guy that has been the same person from day one that he showed up in spring training to yesterday. You know, I'm sure he'll be the same person today. I appreciate what he has gone about it. I appreciate that he's not trying to do anything extra. And he had obviously 1 year already in New York, so he kind of understands the land. You know, he understands how this is, but you just got to make him feel like this is his home, because he truly is his house. You know, he's going to be here for a very long time.
When you have a great year like you did last year and you go into the off season, do you have certain things that you go, okay, I want to improve upon this in my game, and that becomes the focus, obviously alongside the rest of your off season plan?
Yeah, it does. It's a blessing and a curse, you know, because when you get so addicted to improving and getting better, sometimes you forget what you're doing right, and you're so caught up in doing and fixing what you weren't as good that it gets to a point where it's like, oh damn, I gotta go back to what I do right, you know, and then build off that. So it's a fine balance. It's a fine line of, do I want to improve in what I did bad and sacrifice a little bit of the things that I did very good? Or should I just continue to work at what I did very good and give a little bit more time on what I did bad?
Yeah. And do you watch film of yourself?
Every night. Every night. Yeah.
After every game?
After every game. Yeah. Yeah. Because I got to see how they're pitching me. I got to see what I'm doing. You know, for me, I look at my mechanics. Are they in the right spot? Are they not in the right spot? Why did they break down? Or why were they so good? You know,
yeah,
it's a lot of it comes with the mindset, but I just like seeing it. I like studying. I'm in school every time I'm at the field.
And do you have film on all the pitchers too, so you can watch their whole technique and their tells and stuff?
Everything. I have all the pictures. I have how they work, you know, and then I try to study and figure out what the strategy is. You know, if they're trying to go up, 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 down, or if they're trying to go in, away, are they pushing north, south, east, west.
That's amazing. But you also have so many other interests, right? Like, I would say that you're widely considered the most stylish guy in the league. You're somebody who, you know, has such an incredible kind of relevance, or I'd say cultural relevance, that transcends the sport. How do you also add that level of a kind of focus?
It almost becomes a lifestyle. It becomes part of who you are, you know, and like going to other businesses. You hope that it's not disrupting the main thing that I do, which is baseball. So you got to incorporate into your lifestyle, you know. Make it part of your routines.
Yeah.
I don't like going to things without understanding them, without living with no knowledge. You know, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta learn about it. I wanna be a little bit more educated, and that way eventually I can just help others.
Yeah.
As a fashion person, somebody that likes dressing up and likes bringing different eras and culture together. You look at their style, you look at how they dress, you know, and it's like, damn, I want to do that. I might incorporate that. And
that's dope.
It's you bridging the gap, you know. And I tell players that play before me, they set the path for me.
Yeah.
You know, they did it. I'm not trying to do anything different. I'm just, whatever they did, I'm going to follow it, you know, and just at the end of the year, I'll have a good season. And at the end of my career, I'll have a good career. But it's already there, you know, like, it's very few guys like Ohtani might be the only one that has a different path than everybody else. You know, it's like you don't see what Ohtani's doing.
Do his peers think he is that incredible?
He is. I mean, he's elite at pitching, elite at hitting, and elite at running. So it's like, all right, you find the most elite runner and he can match up. You find the most elite hitter and he can match up. And you find the most elite pitcher and he can match up, you know? It's fantastic. It's great to watch. With that being said, we play in a sport that any given day you can beat anybody. So,
well, speaking of that, the Dodgers, I just saw Bryce Harper the other day talk about how, anyone that complains about the Dodgers and their quote unquote super team are losers. I would assume, obviously, what they did doesn't bother you. You like the challenge. But when you watch it from the outside, like, what do you see? Like, is it just they have no holes, but you still got to go and line up and you got to compete?
I mean, we all got holes. You know, we all have weaknesses. My dad always tell me, baseball, the ball is round and it comes in a square box. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but it still happens. So at the end of the day, the Dodgers are doing what's best for the organization. The Mets are doing what's best for the organization. Philly's doing what's best for their organization. Teams that are not doing what's best for them, that's their problem. You know, I'm worried about what we have here. I appreciate what the Dodgers are doing. You know, they won, they're not satisfied, and they want to continue to put the best products on the field. And I'm sure the Mets are going to do the same thing, and Phillies and Yankees, you know, I feel like they improved their team as well. And there's a lot of teams, the league got tougher. You know, the teams improved themselves, and that's good. That's what you want.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, from experience, super teams or whatever that means, it doesn't always work. It's chemistry and it's timing and there's luck involved. And, I imagine nobody in your position, right, sees them as unbeatable. That's not how you approach anything.
Not at all. I mean, they still got to play the game, and so do we.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in really good teams that sucked. I'm being in bad teams that were great.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, it's one of those where you got to go out and show up and post up, and we'll see what happens.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。